Another game that I was really excited about, Mitchell, because the Seattle Seahawks are playing fantastic football right now, but a tough road game. Well, every game in the NFL is tough, but they had to go to New York, different time zone, early game, all the theatrics, and they went out there and got a win, and it did not look like it at times. It looked like Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams found their groove. It looked like the Jets defense found some energy, but insert the big cat. Mitchell, Leonard Williams, the last couple weeks has been incredibly dominant. And in this league, it doesn't matter how you start, Mitchell. It matters how you finish. And he's finishing the season in an all-pro way. He had 2 sacks, the interception, 91-yard interception touchdown return. Devin Witherspoon with the pressure. Devin Witherspoon just seems to be the reason everybody scores touchdown because he shows a different kind of effort every single, whether it's run play, pass play, turnover. He's making sure he does everything in his power to make sure his teammates get to the end zone. He was leading the way along with a number of his teammates. Tyrese Knight had a really good game, fumble recovery in the ball game. That was a really pivotal turnover in that game. Geno Smith continues to steady the ship. I know it wasn't the craziest game, but behind this offensive line that has struggled consistently this season, he's played really good football, sacked 3 times today, but didn't turn the ball over, did not throw an interception in this game. Continued to manage the game. Jackson Smith and Jigba, another solid game for him and DK Metcalf. 3 in a row for the Seattle Seahawks, now 7-5. Defensively, it looks like they found their groove and their rhythm. Offensively, they're doing enough to win football games. This is a talented Jets defense. Hasn't necessarily played incredibly well this season, had ups and downs. I don't know what happened to them. Maybe they lost their coach 5 games into the season because the owner thinks he knows better than everybody, and he knows nothing. But it's one of those things that I think is going to be really, really fun to watch down the stretch, how the Seattle Seahawks continue to grow as a team. Mike McDonald continuing to figure this out. Ernest Jones, another really, really good performance for him. Can't say starting to find his legs, has found his legs, has found his home in Seattle. And hey, consider me impressed.
You got to love to see it. And Richard, this game started off disastrously for the Seattle Seahawks. Thank God this defense stood and held the line, and Leonard Williams had that pick 6 because the Seattle Seahawks were about to go down 3 scores in the first half. And the New York Jets, despite their record, have 3-9 now. They are a team littered with former superstars and current superstars, and they can upend you at any time. And you're going on the road in a cold environment. A lot was on the line for Seattle here, and it couldn't get much worse. But they battled, Rich, and you showed that they're hungry. They want to win. They impressed me today. Kudos, you already brought him up, but Leonard Williams, this guy is our players in prime time, brought to you by our friends and partners at Breitling. Richard, I got to show the Honolulu Blue. I know you're going to be getting
waiting for my Seattle Seahawks one. It's in the mail.
Hey, it's in the mail, my friend, and you're going to be able to showcase that this week. But shout out to Leonard Williams. This team needed a big play, and he delivered. He shined there for Breitling, Richard. I know you spoke highly of him, but how good do you think this defense was when they needed them most?
They were as good as it gets, and they continue to shine, and it just seems like the more reps they get, the more games they get under their belt, the more consistent they get. And another thing, like you said, this game started disastrous. And when you have that kind of adversity, you have unexpected, really unforced errors. You usually can see what a team really is. Do you see things start pulling at the seams? You start seeing guys point the finger at one another. You didn't see any of that this game. I think they've done a great job of putting those fires out, having those difficult conversations that need to be had, and really understanding that we're all going in the same direction. Guys aren't trying to make mistakes. Guys aren't trying to, and sometimes you need a little adversity. Sometimes that's what our defensive coaches would encourage us. They'd be like, hey, let's celebrate. The offense just threw a pick. And we'd be like, I don't know if we quite celebrating, but I hear what you're saying. It's another opportunity to show how great you are. And I think that this defense is starting to find that groove and starting to really take ownership and take pride in their ability to go out there and get stops when stops are needed, get stops in really tough situations, and make turnovers and impact this game week in and week out. And they really have. Kobe Bryant last week, this week, Leonard Williams. So I'm excited. I mean, the Jets are what the Jets are. Lost 8 of 9 since firing your head coach. Whoa, Nelly, I guess. How crazy is it that when you fire your head coach, things don't go great? I hope Woody Johnson is getting a hint, but something tells me old dogs don't learn new tricks, and he's going to continue to do this until he's no longer the owner of the New York Jets. Unfortunately, Jets fans, I'm sorry. I don't have a lot of positives to report on that end. Aaron, 2 touchdowns, the interception to Leonard Williams that we talked about. Brees Hall, I mean, just not a great game for this team, and they had opportunities to win it, opportunities to make plays. There were some calls throughout this game that I don't necessarily agree with, but that's how football goes. The Seattle Seahawks, though, on the other hand, have a chance to go to Arizona next week and really, really make a statement in this NFC West and really pull away. This is what makes these late division games so exciting, that you got the Arizona Cardinals, who were in the lead at the division 2-3 games ago. Now they've fallen behind, just took a loss to the Minnesota Vikings in a very hard-fought game. Now the Seattle Seahawks go there with a chance to really increase their lead, playing their best football of the season. It's an exciting, what a time. What a time and what a turnaround. This NFC West is so unpredictable right now. I really can't call it.
It's awesome. It is awesome.